somebody hiding out. There maybe? They were dressed, maybe that guy wasn't dressed so much. Can we move around? Ah, we can. Okay, looks like he had to throw up a table over there. A little bit. Ah, somebody else was there. What's this? That guy was running away, seems like. Ah, so this is like a frozen moment in time that we can explore. Ah, and he had a knife as well. So that's the 3 others were present. So one person died, which was this guy. Assume, yeah. With all the blood spatter going on, the black and white blood spatter. Can we see anything else? Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Oh man. Yeah, I was quite surprised. Just how smooth it actually looks. Because you see stills, that's the thing. I saw stills, just the black and white stills, and it just looks like a comic book drawing or like a pencil sketch. But it's surprisingly how good it looks. Just the black and white. And knowing that they actually had to up on the storytelling and the mystery and the soundtrack and stuff. So much goodness. Actually, the compression to struggle so much with the dithering. Am I dithering? Yeah, I've got pretty good upstream capabilities as well. So. Ooh, okay, so this is the captain. Oh, quite a few people. Okay. Yeah, so that didn't change. So the table was never set up after that captain thing. Okay, let's do this. 10.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
So this was, I'm noting down the time when it stops, when the death happened, so we kind of got a sequence of stuff as it happened as well. Okay. So they were, I presume, after this guy was shot. I don't know where the captain went, but these 2 guys started fighting. He gave him a cut with a knife. There was a gun over there. Ooh, oh no. Didn't finish that. I think because I right click and hold, it's actually going into the story then. Where are they? Inside the captain's quarters. This unknown soul met an unknown fate. 2 memories. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurring indicates that you don't yet have sufficient information to determine their identity. Okay. It always fades out. You don't have to do anything, so we can always go back. Okay. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Okay. Carry on and pay attention. The problem, I'm trying to. I'm afraid I'm going to miss something critical. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Okay. Unknown fit. Oh, we can say what has happened, but we don't know this person. Where are they? Must be in here someplace there at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. And then he got cut. 2 others were present. This guy, unknown, and the captain. Him and the captain got in an argument after one of his mates got shot. Ah, so we're still stuck on that, okay. Zoom. So that guy got cut. Knife. And that's the captain. So after shooting one guy at the door, he shot somebody else. So E is a zoom. That guy was now dead. Other guy that was running here. Around? I wonder what happened to that cage. Don't remember seeing it. Nothing there. Okay. Where are they? 2 others were present. That guy and that guy. Just saw those 2, we didn't see anyone else. Location of the corpse. X. The end, part 2. Okay. Where were they looking though? Sounded like they were looking for something. Maybe this guy. Whoa, wait, who's this guy? Ah, this is the guy that's coming in from above. Hello. Knife in his mouth. Gonna come for the captain silently. The others coming through the front door. And this guy's coming from behind. Captain's doing alright, but he doesn't know about this guy that's coming in. Okay. How do I get out of this again? Do we have to see everything there is to see, maybe? Anything else? Did we do it by walking away? Ah, yeah. Did it by walking away. Okay. This corpse. $10.50. Captain, fighting valiantly, I thought. Can die. Oh. This guy thought he was sneaky coming in from behind. The captain just defends himself. vigorously. Life is at stake. This guy's maybe not dead yet, but still bleeding out. Knife was dropped. Gun was still there. Oh. Blow to the head, man. Yeah. Inside the captain's quarters. Location of the corpse. Who is this? How did they die? Ah, so these ones we can see what happened. Clubbed. Unknown attacker. 3 memories. Ah, so we can go through them and say how they died. And until we know who they are, we can not put in. We think it's the captain. Clubbed unknown. Ah, okay, so we can kind of fill in the blanks essentially. This guy's he got stabbed as well though. Oh man. So he did get his stab in, but then he lost his knife. And the captain clubbed him. Assume that's the guy that's dead. Cracked skull. Okay. So we have to fill in how everyone died as well. Still that guy. Might have been the first mate. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this one.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
Ah, okay.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
I want to put in how everyone died. So this guy got his throat slashed. Tab. Open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch. Okay. Unknown. He got killed with a sword, knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. Not alive. Axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, got slashed with a knife. See, his throat got slit. What's the option for throat slit? Speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. Expired. Killed. Knifed? You'd think knifed is as in stuck with a knife. It seemed like a knife. The same knife. I think it's the captain actually. Where are they? Must be there. And that guy will say was shot. There are 5. 10, 10, 10, 15. Part 1 of 4.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
It looks like they knew it was the captain, and by calling him the captain, we have to assume that this is the captain. So that's this guy. That guy. Got shot. Okay. We think it's the captain. Don't know who it is. You don't have sufficient information to determine this person's identity. Haha, wait for the clues. Please explain, try anyway. Okay. This guy was knifed by the captain. Captain got a lot of them. Maybe just walk out of the memory to end it. So if we assume it then that this guy, so all three of these were actually killed by the captain. Open the book while the pocket watch is open to flip directly to the relevant page. Okay. The cell unknown attacker was the captain. Ah, made a good showing of himself. There's this guy. Clubbed by the captain. So maybe there was a mutiny. Seems to happen on the ships a lot. Let's check that there wasn't a fourth one behind us. Part 3. The gurgling might have been when he stabbed the captain. And then the captain smashed him. Let's check if there's anybody else. No surprise visitors. That guy, that's fine. Gun, knife hasn't moved. Hello. Who's this? Sleeping? It's passengers. I didn't notice whether they were in there. Okay. I'm gonna need to look at the crew layout, the ship layout, to see who that was. Quarters, whose quarters that was. Okay. Okay, master. Let me queue the ship. So it was in the crew cabin. Arrows indicate the flow of time. Ah. Oh, sweet, okay. Flow of time, flow of time, flow of time. And this was the captain's, right? Captain's quarters. Ah, this is captain's quarters. These are passenger cabins. So it says this square brackets are passenger cabins. So this is probably a passenger that was sleeping while something was going on. Or they were already dead and we just don't know. Okay. Don't notice on these ones whether the sleeping passenger was there already.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Okay, that's interesting that this door is actually closed. And in between what happened there and there, the door got opened. And the knife dropped, but the stick picked up. Because on the next one we saw the knife lying over there. And he smashed the guy that attacked him with the stick, but this door was open. Oh, I feel so smart, figuring stuff out. So this is one of my titles about. There's like sometimes can't figure stuff out, and occasionally it's like, oh, that makes sense. I figure stuff out. I'm not sure if it's actually relevant or not. Okay. Pretty engaging so far. Okay. Brush shoes. Look at this one. And then this door. Ah, so there's two knives. And that's still there. Okay. And then, okay. 5 corpses. And there's a gun. So the gun that was there in one of them is moved over there.
Abigail,
Okay.
your brother, my friend. I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
Suicide? Oh no, Captain. Captain suicided. Okay. I assume he was speaking to Abigail, who was on the bed. Your brother that he shot. He talked about shooting this guy, so this guy might be brother. Okay. Inside the captain's quarters, no one else was present. Who is this? How did they die? I know who this is. Which means they can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book, maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, pages 2 to 4, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, and appearances and roles. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Okay. I think this is the captain. Suicided. Third. Was torn apart by an suicide gun. This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset into the book. Okay. This identifying people, fate validation using books, generally bookmarks. Okay, so you can go for these tools. Tools again, tooltips. 6 people determining everyone's fate. La 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 la. Good luck. Okay. So that was those ones. Captain insert. We are still in that memory, looks like. Yeah, so we're still in this memory where he shot himself. This door is still locked. Yeah, so the gun has moved to where he shoots himself. But Abigail is the brother of the first guy, so of this guy. And we assume that is Abigail in the bed. Okay, and no one else was left alive on the whole ship. And that was at 10:20. Return of the Obra Dinn. The end. XXX. X. Does that mean? Oh, that's where they were. Okay, the end. And that X on the map. The last 5 people on the ship. Maybe. Okay. 7:40. Wow, okay. So it looks like she was looking for a husband who may or may not have been the captain. So when she was asked, like, Martin, and the captain is Robert Witterell. So maybe it's not, maybe Martin is not the captain. Captain is Robert Witterell. This lady was in the captain's bedroom. So that's that lady. There was, or somebody, I assume it was her speaking, but it might have been somebody else. Somebody was looking for a husband, somebody was looking for Martin. We'll have to look at this again. Catalog of Adventure and Tragedy. The Doom. Zors. Wow. Corpse was moved post-mortem. Who is it? How did they die? I'll have to look at this. 10 others were present. Wow. Okay. have to look at this in more detail. And then look at the spoilers. My hand is shaking? Why is my hand shaking? What is this? We can make space action. What does that mean? Whoa, okay. Looks like the ship was under attack from something big. Big octopus. Sea monster. Not sure what's going on now. There's space for action. So the time thing seems to be shaking. Somebody got chewed in half. Wow, okay, dismembered, torn apart. Fighting the octopus. Somebody got smashed. Somebody was running around with a sword. That's a little weird. What do I do? Action. Jump somewhere else. Looks like it wants me to do something. What just happened? Okay, so we have to apparently follow a story that wants to be followed. Ah, okay. Wow. Okay. So it tells you it in bits and pieces. Well, guy with tattoos everywhere. In 1807, might have been a criminal. Okay. It's still part of the same memory. Wow. Okay. No. No. Let's go. Ran. This guy was either throwing a gun, catching a gun. Over there. The passengers, I assume. Interesting. The Doom. Of the corpse. How did they die? So they died being torn apart by a beast. Okay. We'll start shooting. Okay, I'm going to take a quick pause there. I'll be back in 2 to 5 minutes in a bit.